Okay, we are now going to talk about finding books for your second grader once you are reading with them. This is not the only possible places. This is just links that I personally have used before, and you may find helpful. The easiest place that you are going to find books randomly is to go to the Scholastic site. And if you notice on the top right here, it tells you the different places you can go on scholastic.com. I'm on the parent site. This is not the best way to do it, but this is for right now, one way you can do it. Notice at the top you have a quick find. You put the age of the child, and then right here it'll come up with a bunch of subjects. There's also a tools section right here that will also bring up something similar. Okay, this is what it looks like when you click on the tools button. You have the popular book searches and some book recommendations. The popular book searches right now are not appropriate. They're more for third, fourth, and fifth. You also can look for a specific book if you know what you're looking for. And then down here, I tried to do this and I really didn't think it was very helpful for me as a teacher if I was a parent. So you can try that, but it was very wordy and I didn't really get much out of it. This screen came up when I did this quick find up here. Notice here you have along the top, these are the ages of the kids, and then it lists subject that you can look for under here. And then these are some examples for the Caldecott and other award-winning books that you can choose from. Now, the easiest way to find books for me as a teacher is to go to the teachers, or even if I was a parent. So along that top of the screen on the parent, you would saw teachers, and then this would come up. Then you want to click on the book wizard. Notice here it has a box for how you want to search the books. It has DRA, guided reading level, and then I think it says Lexile. You want the guided reading level. Then down here you have some drop downs for some more specific types of searches. The level is an age group, and then it has 6 through 7, and then the other one is slightly higher. It's I think 8 through 12, and that's too high of a range, I think. You have the genre, is it fiction and nonfiction, and then more specific topics like the other list that you saw, and then you can say specifically second grade. Now, when you do that, notice how many came up. And also, I'm going to show this part down here just a second because it's not really easy to see. Okay, so I brought up, when I clicked on a topic, I clicked on animals, and this is what came up. You have the picture of the book, you have the name of the book and the author. This is the interest level, and then this is the guided reading level. The guided reading level for second grade is JKLM. So ending M is also beginning level third. So you have to be careful a little bit about the M's in that they may be slightly too hard. Now you also notice this has a price and this one's out of stock. So as a teacher, I would be able to order things from here, but I don't think you're able to do that. Also, notice on this one, it's slightly below J, but it's still appropriate for beginning second grade. But notice this one is a P. P is the ending third grade. So this is way too high if we were wanting to have them read out loud on their level. Now I'm going to give you some book lists from different library associations or blogs of teachers that I currently read. This is from ALSC, which is the American Library Association. It's an offshoot of it for early elementary. And it is an older list, but it is still good because kids still read these books. I just gave you what the cover looks like, and in one page of it, it's like a pamphlet, but you can download it to your computer. And I've listed it right here. Now, ALA has a lot of other types of lists as well, so you're more than welcome to search through them by the types of awards like the Geisel Award, the Caldecott Award, and they're also teen and middle school and other lists as well there. This is a teacher that became a literacy and teaching coach. So I followed her for quite some time. This is, again, an older list, if you notice it right here, but it still has some great books in it, and it's listed by reading level, which is very important. And so you could also do a search on her site for more reading book lists, and it does have different ages as well. One site that I thought was relevant was the New York Public Library because they're one of the biggest libraries in the United States. And these are older lists, but I still think they're relevant. There are some more down here that you can't see, and there's some stuff up here that you can probably still use even though you're not part of their library. Most kids in the school now know what a bluebonnet list is. So the bluebonnet list is for grades third through sixth. There is, however, a younger a list called the 2x2 for ages 2 through second grade, and I've listed here some of the previous lists are. There is a current list for 2017, and each list is for the previous year. So the 2017 list is for the books that were in 2016. And then these are older bluebonnet lists. There are also book lists for the upper grades as well. And that's the Texas Library Association, so you could also go there for the other awards as well. The last suggestion I'm going to make is by Imagination Soup. And like the Cornerstone teacher, I followed her for quite a few years. And she was a teacher when I started following her, I think. But now she's a literacy coach. And there's a lot of great information on her site, not just these reading lists because she's a parent. And she made these reading lists for her own kids. So there are different reading lists for different levels. I personally have used these two lists and this one right here, this book right here. I bought a book in this series based on this list. So it is an older list, and I don't have the link for this, but if you go to here, you'll find it somewhere on the homepage. You can just type in up to here and leave off that part, or you can go to this one and at the top it'll be a homepage, and somewhere either you can search for it, or there'll be like a list of topics you can choose from, or it might be listed along the side somewhere. It won't be hard to find. I hope that these lists have been helpful for you, and please feel free to suggest any others that are not listed here.